Hey, it's Danger. Now, back on Boxing Day, I watched the new, I think, Netflix movie Carry On. I didn't want to, but I have. So, I felt like I wanted to bring a quick review series back after I watched it, because, yeah, movie was pretty good, I can say that much. Now, I do have quite a few issues with this movie, but it was overall a very good time, right? So, let's just talk spoilers, full spoilers for the record. Now, I think my favorite part of the movie was definitely the main villain guy, who I don't think was named, but he was super entertaining, shockingly funny for this kind of movie, right? Like, he was genuinely one of the funniest and most entertaining villains I've seen in anything in a while, and he's not like extravagant or extra about it. He's just like a naturally funny villain, and it really works because he's still super threatening. So yeah, villain, incredible villain. I'm not gonna lie. It don't like even for somebody who's not like whose character doesn't matter that much to the story. His character is great, even if he doesn't like have a name or anything, and he's not really the centerpiece of the whole plot. But alright, the main character, what was his name? Ethan. Yeah, I think his name was Ethan. Ethan, right? It's solid enough main character. He's not the most interesting. I didn't really like the acting that much at the start, but it got me. Like I liked the performance quite a bit by the end. Shockingly, my main takeaway from that character is that he reminds me a lot of the T-1000 from Terminator 2. Like, the main villain of Terminator 2, he reminds me so much. I don't know if it's just the outfit and the way he runs, because those are both similar, but, like, yeah, he reminds me so much of the T-1000, and I think it's the running and the outfit. But that's, like, my main takeaway from the character. Some other characters, like, the side characters were, like, serviceable, right? They weren't bad. I enjoyed them. Dean Norris was fun. I didn't know he was in this movie, but it was cool to see him, even if he doesn't like go that crazy, because his character doesn't get to do that much. The SoundCloud rapper, I thought bringing him back as like a major plot point near the end with the flyer was really fun, because it was a really smart payoff to something that I didn't really realize even was a setup, and I think that's the best thing, when you get a good payoff and it's not even something that like seems like a setup to be paid off. It's just really, really good screenwriting. And yeah, another thing I really liked in this movie was just like the direction, the cinematography could get really cool and intense when it wanted to. Like, when the bag was going through like the scanner thing, oh, that scene was nice. It built up the tension really well, and like the fight in the car, right? That was sick. I loved how that was filmed. The song playing over it was very fun. Yeah, so a lot of great things about this movie. I think like the resolution, well, not the resolution, but like the defeat of the villain was really cool. And yeah, it was a pretty funny movie, all things considered, and it could get intense with some good action. But I do also have some problems, because like, let's go back to the car fight, right? That entire plot line, I wasn't really feeling that plot line until near the end, because it just I think I was turned off because like near the start of that the detective plot line, there's that really weird scene where like I'm not even sure if it was product placement, because I've never heard of this product. I don't know if it really exists, but it just felt like clunky product placement, and I just kind of naturally disliked that plot line. And also the Tobey Maguire looking guy, I don't think it was Tobey Maguire, I think he's older than that, but that guy who's like on the computer, I don't like him. I don't like his acting. He brought down the movie. But there are some problems with like the main plot line as well, like with Ethan and stuff, because I didn't really feel like his girlfriend was like enough of a character, right? Because like a big part of the film is her, but she doesn't really get to do much. And like, it's understandable for the plot, but it's just a shame that she didn't really get to stand out much. And another problem I have is, like, okay, so the part where villain guy is chasing Ethan, right? And he's like, "Oh, give me the bag." And then Ethan sees the other suitcase that has no red ribbon on it, right? But what you assume is that he swapped them, right? Because it shows just one left. So you assume he swapped them. He swapped the ribbon, but then it still has the gas in it. But it doesn't fit in the aircraft, in like the top bit, and Ethan's still worried about it being the gas, and it is the gas. So why is it the gas? Didn't he swap them? The villain guy says he swapped them. Maybe I'm missing something, but it doesn't seem like he swapped them, but it also seems like he swapped them. So did he or did he not? What happened here? And then other things, I didn't really think the epilogue was that, like, I don't think the epilogue did enough to feel like a proper conclusion. And the starting scene, the prologue, I guess, I don't think that was needed. I think if you just moved the introduction of the guy in the van, the sniper guy, to a bit earlier, but like, so like as soon as he gets to the hangar, or like not the like the airport, as soon as we see him go there, we see like some setup of the guy in the van with the kidnap guy. That would be a good way to like set up that there's a criminal scheme going on without the prologue, because I didn't think the prologue was needed. I don't really think it added anything, the prologue, especially that really long shot, that really long opening shot that didn't really tell us anything. That was not needed for sure. But yeah, overall, very fun movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit, despite some problems I had. Just the general idea, like the concept of it, was really interesting and unique, and led itself to tense scenarios, like, inherently. I think you would have to fumble really hard to make a concept this, like, interesting be dull. But it's not like you couldn't, because it could be very boring if you didn't do interesting things with it. But there was a lot of interesting things done with the concept, some great action, some fun set pieces. It did feel like, because we paused a bit when there was like 44 minutes left, and by that point I thought there was like 10 minutes left of the movie, so I was like, how is there still this much time left? But when all the stuff happened, it still felt justified when that happened. A lot of stuff comes back in smart ways that make sense and drives the plot forwards. The characters are smart, and it's quite satisfying to see each of them work. But yeah, just some problems in the plot and the acting hold this back from being like an incredible movie, but it's still quite a good movie. I still like this film quite a bit. Gonna give it, I'd say it's like a 7, but it's like a high 7. It's on the verge of an 8, but it's not quite an 8, but it's like a high 7. That's probably about right. But yeah, the villain was really good in this movie. That's my main takeaway. Yeah, so that's the end of the quick review. But yeah, that's, I guess, bye.